Now to a significant decision from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which halts the deployment of National Guard troops to Portland, at least for now. So here's what happened. The Ninth Circuit agreed to rehear the case, essentially throwing out last week's split ruling by 3 judges that greenlit troops. Now, 11 judges will take another look, though there is no timeline for when that will happen. Meanwhile, the lawsuit at the center of all this, with Oregon and Portland fighting the Trump administration and looking for a permanent rather than temporary order over troops, is set to go to trial tomorrow. Alma McCarty spoke with a legal expert about what to expect. Alma?
Well, David, this trial, which is on an accelerated timeline, is going to drill down into the facts of what is happening on the ground and whether bringing in federalized troops is the correct response.
The way that I look at this is a systematic attempt by the president to really attack pillars of our democracy.
Attorney General Dan Rayfield speaking on the broader implication of a legal fight centered in the Rose City and around the ICE facility. The Trump administration's attempt to federalize Oregon's National Guard and deploy troops to Portland. A trial to challenge that begins Wednesday morning.
We're really focused on the case at hand this week to demonstrate to the court what are the real facts going on in Oregon to allow the judge to make an independent decision about the presidential power to put military on our streets.
The plaintiffs, including the state of Oregon and city of Portland, plan to call Portland police officers as witnesses. According to court documents, they're likely to detail how officers were caught up in, quote, federal law enforcement employing indiscriminate, excessive force against small crowds. Plaintiffs argue the feds' needless use of munitions at the ICE facility created an appearance of smoke, flashes of fire, and explosion, leading to more hyperbolic rhetoric from the president. They're arguing this is neither rebellion nor an inability to execute federal law, and troops aren't needed. The feds argue the opposite.
They actually think that what's been going on here can be viewed as a type of rebellion, and that peace and order are not able to be kept.
As defendants in the case, the federal government argues the president's call to send in troops was amply justified. Court documents cite assaults to federal officers, damaged federal property, plus the need to call in more officers, diverting them from other enforcement, like immigration.
Although a lot of this is going to be a very factual basis, some of this will be arguing on the law.
Despite the 3-day trial, Professor Laura Appelman with Willamette University says this fight is far from over.
What will happen then is whoever does not succeed on the merits will then appeal that decision to the Ninth Circuit and then possibly also at some point to the Supreme Court.
And again, the trial is expected to take 3 days, and we don't know how soon the judge will rule. In the meantime, temporary restraining orders issued by the district court are still in place to block deployment. David?
Yeah, so bottom line, status quo, at least for now. Thanks, Alma.